Hey guys, SoxHeather here, and I am doing, let me get this title for you, one pan ranch pork chops and veggies. And this seems just too easy. So the recipe goes, you need 4 8-ounce pork chops bone in, about 1 inch thick, 16 ounces baby red potatoes, 16 ounces green beans. I got fresh ones. They recommend fresh ones actually. And you've got to trim them. So I'm going to do that, which trimming them just means breaking them off grandma style, the way my grandma used to do back when I was a kid. And then I'm going to put them all on this pan, and I'll show you what happens next. Okay, so I got all the green beans cleaned and put on my pan. And now I'm going to take my little baby red potatoes, I almost said tomatoes. I'm going to cut these in half, hopefully without cutting my fingers off, so they can get some flavor and roasted maybe a little bit quicker. Because this is a very fast recipe, so you want to set your oven at 400 degrees and preheat it while you're doing this business. Wash your potatoes. These came pre-washed, so I just gave them a little bit of a rinse. And I'm just going to put these on the pan. And once I do that, I'm going to take my pork chops and I'm going to layer them over this. This is kind of like that chicken recipe I've done. It's hummus crusted chicken. I'm really into these one-pan dishes right now, which is super easy when I get home from work. I love the crock pot for when I'm at work and I want to come home and have stuff ready. I love these little one-pan dishes. They make me super happy. Not a lot of prep, and we like that. So I'm just cutting these up, and then I'm going to lay the pork chops on them, and then I'm going to season them. And I'll show you that in just a minute.
Say something.
Okay. And I'm good and damn ready. Okay, so this recipe says to coat your pan with oil and then to dump more oil on the veggies and the pork chops. So here's what I'm going to do. While the veggies are on the pan, I'm just going to coat them with some coconut spray here. And then I'm going to get my garlic, be right back. You'll notice I cleared out the dishes on the counter. The Persian washes the dishes and then leaves them here for me to put away, and I hadn't done that yet. So that's why it looks a little different. And I'm just going to take some minced garlic and dabble it around. So I am deviating from the recipe a little bit because it says to lay everything in a single layer. I'm putting my pork chops on top of my veggies because I want that fat, that juicy goodness from the pork chops to cook on top of my veggies and soften them up. So I'm just gonna, while I've got this going here, I am going to stir up the garlic. And then, and that gets the oil coated, I'm gonna wash my hands. Sorry for the noise. I'm going to go to my spice cupboard and get 1 packet of Hidden Valley Ranch dip, and I'm just going to dump part of it over the veggies. And if you wanted to, I should have done this at the same time as when I put the garlic and the oil on it, but now I'm going to dirty my hands again. But that's okay, because they're going to get dirty anyway, because now I'm going to take these pork chops, these beautiful pork chops, and I'm going to lay them out on top of the veggies. Sorry to any vegetarians. And I'll show you what that looks like. I'm going to wash my hands. I'll show you what that looks like. And then it's going in the oven for 18 to 20 minutes. I'm going to probably go with 20. And then you broil it for about 3 minutes. And then dinner is done. 1 pan. How do you like that? So I will show you what this looks like before it goes in the oven. And then I'll show you what it looks like coming out of the oven. Okay, close. Bye. One more thing I forgot to tell you before I put this in the oven, I'm going to take the rest of this Hidden Valley. I'm not going to do the whole packet. There's a lot of seasoning in here, and I'm not really that into it. So I'm going to flip the pork chops over. I'm going to sprinkle one side with it, and I'm not adding any salt. I'm not doing any additional salt or anything on this because I feel like there's plenty of salt to be had in the seasoning packets. So I'm just going to, there's probably at least a quarter of the packet left, and I'm just going to toss it. I could put it in a container and use it for later, but no. So I don't like to waste food, but it's going in the garbage. Okay, now I'm going to, now I'm going to show you what this looks like. And here we go, before it goes in the oven. 18 to 20 minutes at 400 degrees.